What up, people? Pure, unadulterated views on the EVO SL. I have used this for daily miles, speed work, long runs, everything in between. Here's what I think about it. Alright, nice casual setting today. Got the window making me feel like I'm in like heaven or something like that. So the shoes I will be mentioning in comparison to the EVO SL, we've got the Novablast 5, and if you see my last video, I talked about the Superblast 2. The EVO SL is my shoe. That is like the Superblast 2. I'm over 200 miles on this bad boy. I'll do some close-up visuals, seeing the quality on what it's like, but I mean, like people say, with the lightstrike foam in here, it just gets better with age. And I would say the first 30 or so miles, I was kind of like, it's just a shoe. You know, it was not super crazy. And then it broke in, and it just really has been an amazing shoe after that, ever since. If I could only have one shoe, I would use this from easy all the way up to race day. And I'd feel super comfortable, super confident in it. Again, the Lightstrike Pro, it has a reputation for just feeling better as it ages, and it gets better with age. Really similar to the Adidas Pro 3. I have not used that a whole lot, but from what people have said, this is a very similar foam in there. The only gripes right off the bat, the only con that I've had with this shoe is the lockdown on my left foot mainly, not my right foot. Sometimes kind of slightly irritated, but I did a slightly looser knot, just a quick little change, finagled it a little bit, and it felt great after that. This is a shoe that I think really just disappears underfoot. And on those easy runs, it can make you, it tempts you to run a little bit faster. So that's the only scenario that I think it doesn't necessarily blend well the best. So I'll have to add some more restraint on those kind of recovery. It's like I'm intentionally just trying to go slower. The rocker is amazing in this shoe. My favorite shoe has been the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3. This is probably this is its closest replacement, but it has no plate. Beyond that, when I've used it for long runs, kind of the other spectrum of easy runs, the cushion does not bottom out. It's reliable the entire time. I would rather take this on a nice long run than on the Superblast 2. 16-mile long run, tempo work in the workout, in the run. EVO SLs, feeling smooth. Rocker is rockering, feeling great. Taking these to 220 miles today. Here we go. 2 more miles of tempo. I'm having so much fun right now. See if I can get the full stride. With the gang. If you can see that. Mile 17. Honestly, felt great. Great day out.
If you can run through that, you can kick anyone down in the 2.
Bro, we had a whole army.
That blew at the start. It's a lot.
Your front's there.
All right, 16 miler turned into 20 miles. Finished up with some friends. We got EVO SLs. These bad boys freaking crushed it. I swear to God, I like them more every run I use, especially on these long runs. They're just really reliable. Like, it just set it and forget it, cruise and perform with every mile. All the way down to like easy relaxed pace when you finish. Of course, the relaxed pace always feels much faster after like a tempo workout, but even with the tempo miles, man, picking up that speed, no problem. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. Cannot recommend these shoes enough. I think they're definitely probably my favorite shoe now. I like the Saucony Speed 3s, but these are kind of coming in. Sneaking in for that #1 spot, man. Getting some most miles. I'll probably buy another pair of these for sure. So, take that with what you will. Now, the only other shoe in my rotation right now is the Novablast 5. This also has a really nice rocker, but the foam is definitely a lot more forgiving. I bought a wide version in this shoe because I do have an 8.5 double E according to the Fleet Feet foot scanner. I got a 9.5 in this. I got a 9 wide in the Novablast 5. Most other shoes I buy, I go with the 9.5. So this feels great at that 9.5, except for that one little shoelace. Mess around with a little bit, and then it's been fine ever since. It feels great with speed work. That foam really comes alive, and it feels a lot more stable, of course, the faster you're running, just because your momentum's already going in one direction. But the rocker just never disappoints, even on the slower paces as well. The faster you go, the more kind of lively it does feel. I think that's one thing about Lightstrike Pro, that it's very responsive to how much you put into it, if that makes sense. I have just ordered the Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 3, so that'll be kind of a race day shoe that I'll try with this. I have not tried the Adios Pro 4. I've used the Alpha Fly 3 for a little bit. So those are kind of some things that I'm thinking about in terms of like a full shoe rotation out of these three. Easy recovery, everyday miles. EVO SL, I could use this for my easy days, but I use these right now for mainly for like track, speed work session days. Maybe if I have something with some tempo, I'll also take this on my long runs right now until I have more of that workout ready shoe. A little bit more about me and how I use these. I'm running around 55 miles a week, trying to build it up to around 70 miles a week consistently. I'm a personal trainer. I made this my job, and so this is definitely something that like I have the time for it, and I really kind of like to geek out on this sort of stuff. I eventually would like to have, a full shoe rotation, so I'm not just relying on 1, 2, or 3 shoes, but I think for the foreseeable future, over the next 6 months or so, I'm gonna train for a really fast 5K in July and then a fall marathon. I could totally stick with EVO SL, workouts, faster pace, maybe easy day with some strides, run a little bit faster than those. Novablast 5, recovery day, easy daily miles, some sort of carbon county race day shoe for, of course, harder, long run workouts, or the race day, of course. I cannot recommend the EVO SL enough. It is phenomenal value for the price that it's at right now. It looks cool, that's a thing I care about. It performs fantastic, and it just gets better with use. This is something that I think you will not regret at least trying. I have not really heard that like people said like, oh, it's just not worth the money. I think it's just something where it's like, it's just not quite as amazing as I thought it was gonna be. But for the value of this shoe, this is something that I think is one of the best running shoe purchases that you could be using right now. If you have an extra wide foot, again, sizing, I think can still work good for you. The only other thing is if you have some really bad ankle instability, I am a personal trainer and I just recommend, hey, let's do some strength training. Let's focus on that rather than just needing like use a stability shoe. Although a stability shoe would be great. The instability in this one, it can wobble, it can do a little bit, but I've never had any problems with it. And I am recovering from, I've had no plantar fasciitis pain for the last like 2-3 months now. That was something I had bad really back like November, December. Now coming up on March, April. Pain-free, I've been doing strength training for that. It's not just like, oh, I need a stability shoe. This has been really awesome shoe. I love it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Put in that work, hit the mileage, you know the drill. If you're running, living the life. Go do a local run club if you don't already run with other people. That's something that I get to do for my job, and it has changed my running game. Maybe I'll make a video about that. Let me know your thoughts. EVO SL, great shoe.